What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are in Warframe, and we're going to take on the Cold Revenge Tactical Alert. Okay. Let's talk about this while I'm running this. This is probably the third time I've run this unsuccessful in the past 2 attempts. I've got a lot of things in my head here on how we can make this work. So I'm going to go and run this. I'm going to tell you about my setup a little bit, and I'll tell you my theories behind this and how you can actually manage this solo. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit longer, probably like 10 to 15 minutes somewhere in there as we do this, but that's okay. So first off, I got my ass handed to me a few times. Let's just be honest there, okay? I did do a run that was just with randoms, and I had no idea what the heck I was doing. Other than, you know, we got to take out the capture targets, whatever, right? But I'm going to tell you what the real point in this one is, as well as why I'm setting up this way. So I got Mag Prime. Of course, we're against Corpus on this first part of this. So I've got Mag Prime with me. So I have the Shield Polarize, and I've got my Pull, and even Crush if I need to, but I don't think so. I think we'll just be working with Pull and Shield Polarize on this run. I'm packing Grinlock and Marelock, and this setup's giving me about a 794 in my Conclave. It took me a little bit to figure out how I wanted to do this, and the reason I'm doing this, the Grinlock and the Marelock, are for 2 reasons, basically. My Grinlock's got a 94% status. My Marelock's got 100% status. As you can see right now on my screen, my power is disintegrating. And that is because of these shielded Eximuses, these guarding Eximuses, if you will. Okay? And there's 3 of them that you got to take out here on top of this Corpus guy. Yes? So in order to get damage on the target, you got to take out these drones. Alright? So the more drones you take out, the quicker you can damage your target. Here's the thing. Those drones are what gets you your points. It's that simple. So, first time we did this, I had no idea what I was doing. The second time we did this, I got my ass handed to me, as I said, and I quit. In the process, I've submitted a ticket to DE for a bug exploit, if you will, that I found, and I'm not going to talk about what it is. So don't even bother asking me. But your points are based off of killing those Guardian Eximuses. So I just killed 3 Guardian Eximuses. And when we get to this next guy, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take out those 3 Guardian Eximuses, and that's going to give me a total of 6 kills on the drones, and those will be my 6 points taking me through the first level. Okay? It's that simple. Again, like I said, I'm packing the Grinlock and the Marelock. 1, because of the status chance being so high that I'm going to get my procking out of this as well once I hit the enemies. Corrosive and Heat is what I'm running on both of them in different setups. I'm still playing around with my Grinlock, and I'm not going to say that I'm this awesome guy right now shooting. I'm actually sitting in an odd angle, so my hand is kind of off a little bit on my mouse, and I'm a little bit wobbly, but I do love my Grinlock, and in all those days that I can get my Grinlock rolling for me, I'm like freaking awesome with it, to be honest. So, and what else? The other thing is too is I'm able to basically snipe them or be semi-stealthy, if you will. I tried to keep my shade on, but then I wasn't able to run my Marelock and Grinlock together. So there we go. We're going to use a pull. Well, this is okay. Anything else? that's sorry. That's funny. They just kind of all just kind of fall. Where are you? There you go. Bye bye. Oh, he didn't die. All right, he's dead now. So I wanted to do this. I wanted to bring this to you in a solo. I was telling all the guys in the clan. There's like 15 guys on right now, and I was like, I got to do this because I gotta seek revenge on these guys, and I want to make sure that I can find a way to do this solo, so I can bring you some thoughts and suggestions. So I'm probably gonna change things up as I go through the different levels, because you gotta, now that I when I come out of here, I'll probably have 6 points. I'll be able to go to the second one for the 10 points, which will be a whole different area. So we'll probably readjust for that. But again, what we're gonna be looking for is to figure out where the hell I gotta go right now. And what is that? Okay. We're going to be looking for optimizing our stealthiness, optimizing our sniping capabilities, more or less, if you will, optimizing our status chance to be able to get our huge procs in once we do start taking these out. Now that I know we got Guardians, Eximuses, I may change up my procking a little bit to make sure that I have the best I can against the drones. Those are the types of things I wanted to go through. And I'm not in... where am I? I don't know. I'm looking at the red dot and it's not telling me anything that I really want to know. I'm lost. I gotta go up here, I think, right? Maybe? No? Yes? Let's go up here. No, now it's telling me to go back down. Okay, so let's go back down. Is it down this way? This is the one thing about this map. I get really lost a lot, especially because it's so big. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that's experienced this before. I'll find my way out of here. I will, I promise. I also didn't want to edit this because I wanted you guys just to see whether I do good or bad. So you can understand. This is definitely difficult, even at the first 5-point marking. I gotta go up there. That's where I gotta go. Let's get over there. Alright, we'll pull them. We'll kill them. Yes. Alright. Pull and shield polarize works easy on these lower end guys. When we get to the boss, it's a little more difficult. We gotta watch that power at all times, because once that power starts going down, then I know I'm close to the target, and I gotta get in there quick, and I gotta make sure that not only do I get in there quick, but I can get some of my pulls and shield polarizes on them if as quickly as I can to bring down some of their shields, if you will, and distract them a little bit, or I wouldn't say distract them, confuse them, offset them, because they're kind of the way they are. Well, whatever, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Nope, not that way. Now I could simply set something up differently, just run the Marelock or just run the Grinlock. But the reason that I'm doing the Grinlock now, I think what I'm going to do when I finally kill this last guy is I'm going to swap over to the Marelock so I can just bust and get out of the map as soon as possible. Because we'll start losing our energy, like I said, and then we'll be out of energy. And so we'll have to make sure we have some way to run quick and kill. And what's nice about this is the types of things you can do here. So things like, I may play around with the Volcar a little bit, though it's not as good as this Grinlock is in terms of impact and slash damage that this thing does. I have over 700 impact damage alone on this. I got like over a 500 slash damage on this. And of course I've got corrosive and heat on here as well, the way I've set it up. And they're extremely high. So, yeah. Oh, alright, we're close. There they are. So, let's pull. Let's kill out all the crowd control enemies. We'll get in there. Take them out a little bit more. Okay, their shields are down. Okay, there we go. That's the last thing I get. Now it's just me and them. You can't really do any damage to him until you take out at least one of the Guardians. Again, there's 3 Guardians. Each Guardian is 1 point. So let's work on taking these guys out. They're a little bit difficult because they're moving. I'm moving. Like I said, I'll just readjust my builds a little bit to figure this out, but it's something that I should... I mean, technically, if you do it right, if you take your time, you should be able to solo these runs. Not necessarily easy, but you should be able to solo them. If you don't want to do crowd control setup and you want to run like a Rhino Prime because you want the iron skin, that'll work too, but just keep in mind you're not going to get any energy back right now, as you can see. So that's it there. We got them. Let's just grab a little bit of energy. Now that they're all dead, we've got our energy re-heal. That'll come back in. Let's just kill these guys here. Screw it. Let's just get out of here, like I said. Take these two guys out. Alright. Let's roll. Switch to the Marlock and go. And that's it. Now, if my calculations are right, I'm going to come out here with 6 points. It only took me about 3 missions to figure all this stuff out because they didn't post anything really about it in the forums or any kind of a message. Just, you know, tactical alerts here it is. Just go for it. And you know, there's always something that's about it. You're going to have to figure it out. So, if you haven't finished running it, here's how you do it. If you did and you set things up, I'd like to know in the comments how you set stuff up to make it happen. Did you run it solo? Did you do it with a group? That type of stuff. I wanted to do it solo just because I wanted to see that I could make the challenge happen, especially after the last run I did where they took 2 of my lives. I don't really appreciate that, even though I get 4 lives a day. My theory on the lives is that I got 4 lives a day to adjust. That means I got 3 lives to adjust, and the 4th one I got to maintain. So when something like this happens, it can take me up to 3 lives to adjust my builds to set up for the run, but I will not have to worry about it for the rest of the day because I'll be set up properly. Anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Another overrun pass. Oh, look, there we go. Mission score 6 points, so it is the drones. Okay, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching, as always. We'll see you soon.